Okay. We're live. We are live on Facebook today of the Rich Girl series, and I want to welcome all of you if this is your first time to be with us. Thanks for coming on. So, we have all kinds of topics that we talk about, and you have a comment box that you get to comment on. Please do. Please let your voice be heard, your opinions, your thoughts, what we're talking about, all of that. We cover just about everything. There is no topic that we'll probably not touch at some point. But okay, today we're going to talk about when you are losing, everything hurts. And when you are winning, nothing hurts. Okay, that's just a really broad statement, but I kind of like it because I kind of think it's true, right? Everyone who has achieved any at higher levels of really anything in their life, anything, knows what it's like to play through pain. And sometimes we don't even know we've got pain until it's over. Then we're like, oh my gosh, I've hurt myself physically, mentally, whatever. But you know what? Every one of you are out there who are parents, especially mothers. You know what it's like when you are striving for anything. There is always going to be opposition, right? There's always going to be opposition. Okay, so today I want to say welcome to all of you and thank you for, Jeanette, first one on. Thank you. Gosh, thank you so much. I love doing this podcast. I try to keep it at 15 minutes, but today is kind of a big topic day. So we'll do our very, very best. Please comment again. Love having you on. The last two times we had this live session, every Monday, 12:30 Mountain Time, we talked about two parts of fear. And if you want to go back and access it, you could do that on this private Facebook page. We also have them on YouTube, but some people are saying that's a little bit hard to find them on YouTube. So just know that you can at least access them here always, always, always. Okay, so we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about you, and we're going to say hi to Kay. Good afternoon, Kay. Aquila, Diane. Hi, Diane. Oh my gosh. Hi, Carolyn. Great to have you on. Elisa, great to have you on as well. So we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about your organization. We're going to talk about ideas and tips that will make a real difference in your outcomes. That's what you want to see, right? You want to see outcomes. So I'm going to make this as generic as possible, but I want you to know that as long as you're going for any kind of goal, you're probably going for a goal that involves people. Most likely. Can't escape that, no matter sometimes how much it might irritate you, what people say, do, think, whatever, okay? But we're gonna make sure that we're all on the same page with that. So use today's suggestions any way that will serve your life, anywhere that you are striving to have a win in your life. You can use it anywhere, family, friends, community, service, church, whatever, or in your business or wherever. So we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about people. That's what we're going to start with because that's a good place to start about people. So for many, your desires to win in life are wrapped up in people. I consider my greatest wins I've ever had in my life was when I was involved with people, helping people, moving people, and helping them have a greater life. That somehow whatever I was doing was making a difference. Now, please remember, beyond anything, this truth that most people are fighting a battle somewhere in their life. And you know, that knowledge a couple of years ago made me give people, a little bit more grace, knowing that everybody out there is fighting a battle somewhere in their life. So if you keep that in mind and maybe underline that in your notes today, it could really help you in being kinder, sometimes kinder than what is necessary. How about just be kinder than what is necessary? Because when we are kind to others, we win in our personal character. Boom, makes a deposit, doesn't it? Boom, makes a deposit. So you got to sacrifice ego sometimes. Well, I think you got to sacrifice ego a lot of times when you treat others with more kindness and more charity than maybe you would have before. For our own personal growth, our own personal awareness, that's a good thing to let go of is ego. Hard to do. Hard to do. Easier to see in other people. So let's talk about winning with people. So most people will cheer for the underdog in almost every single case, but they only follow a hot dog. So when people sense a victory in you or they sense a win in you, I'm telling you, you guys, seriously, They will sacrifice to succeed, but they've got to be able to sense that there is a win. Now, how in the world do you do that? How do you help people sense a win? Well, you got to act like a win. You got to act like it and project it. It all starts with you. Now, this win is also not just your business, but it's also with your family, with your friends, that kind of thing. Now, I don't want you to say, oh, Suzanne, hold the brakes on, because I can't fake that. You're not faking a win. What you're doing is you're foretelling a win. You're foretelling it. Okay, so when people sense a win, they're also going to look for ways to win. And when they sense a win, they're going to become more energized, right? More energized. And when they sense a win or a victory, they'll follow the game plan. Seriously, I know this to be true. Believe me, please. And also comment, hi, Pat Danforth. Love that woman. Love that woman. Oh my gosh, she's been such a mentor for me all of my life. Okay, well, since we met each other, and I was just a tiny baby. Okay, so when people sense a win, they're also going to help other teammates, other family members. So you guys, seriously, if you don't get anything out of this, and I'm going to give you 13 quick tips, by the way, quick tips, take that into consideration. I have a testimony of the 13 tips I'm going to give you, and here's your assignment today. Your assignment is to pick one or two of them and act on them, okay? So when you hear something that calls out to you, just type it in the comment box. Let everybody know what it is. Speak your mind. You are among friends. Speak your mind here in the comment box, because I'm getting them and I will respond to them, okay? Or you'll have other Rich Girl Sisters on here that will too. All right, so number one, I'm going to put this number one, not because of the order of importance that it is, just because it was in my notes. Okay, in my notes, in my head. Number one, you have to have a non-stop communication when there's a win. Non-stop for the team that you're working with, the family you work with, whatever community church. Remember, it's all encompassing. You have to have non-stop communication. If others do know the solid game plan of the goal, that's great, but if they don't, it's blurry and they just might disengage. In fact, I can tell you they will disengage if they're blurry about what the goal is or what the vision is. Communication is key. Remember, the vision leaks. Leaks mean, like, I just want you to imagine in your vision that you have for people and that you're telling them all the time that there's a little leak in it and it leaks out. So when you think that you've communicated the vision, the goal, the idea enough, you haven't. You got to do it more and more and more and more. Do you do it till your tongue hangs out? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You must talk about your goals and your vision all the time, a lot. It does it, and how it benefits them. Honestly, how does it benefit them? How does it apply to them? And do it in person if you can. Seriously, that is the best way. Do this in person when it's at all available. And then as you are communicating this with all the different methods, and I know we got a lot of them out there, mostly like electronical ways, it invites people to take the journey with you every time you put out that dream. Yep, think about that. Inviting people to take the journey with me. Now, never assume this, okay? Never assume that people are reading everything, because they don't. They don't, and neither do you. So every day, I want you to think of 2 ways that you can communicate with your family, your friends, or whatever. Remember, this is all encompassing of their accomplishment to the goal, how they did in the past, what characters they have. Okay, put that out there. Put that out there twice a day, right? However, if it's to a big group or individually. So people need to hear something. Guess how many times on the average they need to hear something before they take action or even get it? Okay, even get it. It's 5 times. 5 times. So if you have kids, you know this is correct, right? If you have kids, you know it. And you thought it was just your kids. It's not. It's all kids out there. 5 times. Okay, you guys, seriously, 5 times. Number 2, that was number 1. That was all in number 1, you guys. Seriously, that was number 1. Now, number 2, stop thinking that you will start later when you have a more perfect plan in place. So stop thinking that. Please stop thinking that. This is just a huge lie, and it will never serve you. Plus, it's weak thinking, and it doesn't invite God's miracles into your life. All you need right now is to answer the question. Are you ready for the question? Answer this question. What do you want? Okay, what do you want? Now be specific, because if you say, Suzanne, I want to travel the world, okay, you better say where. You better be specific with the infinite, or you might end up in Pueblo, Colorado. Now, I'm not dissing on Pueblo, Colorado, because I've only been there once. But people say that's not probably their first choice of travel. Okay, remember, be specific with your goals. Number three, here we are, number three, your family, your circle of friends, and organization need to see what push looks like. What does push look like in you? So, what digging deep looks like. Others see in you, do they see the sweat, the struggle? Do they see a comeback? They need to see that. I will tell you that my family has seen me miss a lot of goals. And they have seen me make a whole lot of goals. They've seen me cry from the loss. They've seen me cry when I've won. They've seen me give up. They've seen me give up and start again. Okay, so I just want to give you one example that I thought of early this morning. Scott is our youngest son, and he was running for student body president of a very large high school here in Douglas County. And he was also, sadly, running against his best friend, who was also super jock, super handsome, and it was really rough. They got along great, but this was push come to shove, and I knew I needed to prepare my son for possibly not winning. The next day was voting day, so he came home. We looked at all of his posters. I mean, we were talking, and I started in on my speech about it was okay to lose. It was okay if he didn't win. And he stopped me in my second sentence of a great speech I actually put together. And he said, Mom, I'm going to win. Okay, I am going to win. And he did. But the most important factor is the mindset that went into this young man. You guys, you're an example. You're an example to more people than you can ever imagine. Your children, yes, but also others. Will it be countless? Yes, I believe it's countless. Okay, number 4, you guys. Thanks for coming on chatting with me. Lynette, thanks for coming on. And Kay again, great. Okay, number 4, here we go. Challenges are going to wear us down or they're going to polish us up. They're going to wear you down or polish you up. It is crucial to take your thoughts captive. Ask ourselves, is this thought right now that I'm having elevating me? Is it serving me? Is it blessing me and my family? Is it blessing other people? Think about what you are thinking about. Think about what you are thinking about. So you got that? Because we've talked a lot about that. Okay, I just want to remind you, got to think about what you're thinking about. And you got to be able to stop what you're thinking about, put it on hold, and change your thoughts, to change your feelings, to change your results, which actually started before your actions and then results, which are the outcome. Okay, number 5. People are looking for something to hold on to. So go forward in the face of fear. Your light given to others will also illuminate your own light. You can grow a stronger light with every single conversation that you have, every time you cast this vision or this dream, every time you tell a customer, a friend, family, relative, whatever it is, what your dream is, you are casting light onto them. No matter what their reaction is, you are still casting light, and that creates your light to grow. Okay? You got it. Okay. Now remember, I've asked you to pick a couple of these that you are going to implement. I don't want you guys on Rich Girl and never just go, oh, that was nice, and not go into any action. Take action, you guys, because you want a different result. You want a better result. Yes, our lives are happy, but we're set down here to be happy and also grow. Okay, we know that. Seriously, preaching to the choir here on this. Number 6. Okay, this is a time in history that none of us are going to forget. Okay, I know you've heard that a lot, but I just want to just underline it for a minute. And you are part of either the solution or you are part of the program. The problem. So what are you? Are you part of the solution or are you part of the problem? That is always a good self-check question. Which are you? You are winning because you are not stopping to make a positive contribution. You're not going to stop that. That's who you are. That's who you are. And that's going to be a win for you every single time because it's intentional. It's intentional. Your intention is to make a positive contribution no matter where you go, no matter who you talk to. Okay, but I want to take a minute and talk about stopping because in my experience, I've seen so many people stop before their win. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter, but they stopped because that was a permanent solution to a temporary problem. They think they're too far away. They think that they may have lost. They become uninspired. They lack motivation. They start doubting why they're doing something or why they're doing this. But know this, please know this, that those thoughts are probably, yes, they are, part of the process. They really are part of the process. So don't get so down on them. Every day is an opportunity for you to feed your faith and then also starve your doubts. You can feed your faith and starve your doubts. You have the opportunity to do that. You can do that right now. Oh gosh, you guys are commenting. Aha! Glad you're loving this. You guys, I'm loving you. I'm loving you that you're loving what I'm presenting today. Here we go. Number 7. Are you ready for number 7? Because this is number 7. What you decide to think and then do is what will result in a fractional part of every other win of your life. Heavy duty stuff on that one, right? Heavy duty stuff. So what you decide to do will result in a fraction, a part of every other win of your life. It is that important. Nothing is unimportant to me. Nothing is unimportant to you too. So this is your time. Others are watching and they're taking note from what and how you take the lead. If they come on board with you and be part of the win, then oh my gosh, great, yay, I love that. Or they may be part of the next win, okay? Or the next one. Yeah, because first off, it's okay when they decide to participate or even if they don't participate at all. Because when we're in action, we must trust things that they are happening exactly the way they should be happening. Trust that they're happening exactly the way they should be happening. All right, you guys, I'm pause for a second because I get tons of personal comments on this, that somebody has left your life, that somebody has ghosted you or whatever. Think for a second. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay. That's another topic for another day. Okay. Number 8. Number 8 is when you have 2 good choices, always go with the one that scares you the most because that's the one that's going to help you grow the most. Then the benefits of momentum are going to carry you right into the next success. And you guys, you can never underestimate the power of momentum. Number 9, people will follow a plan. I'm serious. People will follow a plan if it's simple, has benefits to them, has a win attached, and is something that they can believe that they can do. Find the win for others. When you put your eye on other people instead of yourself, you will find that it will energize you more than anything. I'm telling you, looking in the mirror and thinking about yourself too much is exhausting, so stop it. So paint that picture so other people can embrace the vision. You guys, you can talk about a vision. I know you can. Because if you want to you're going to all go to Disneyland with your family, I bet you would be able to paint a vision for that. Of course you would. You're talented. Most of you are women and we're pretty good at painting a vision. All of us are. Okay, number 10. Okay, we've been talking today about winning today. So my dear rich girlfriends, what is your win? Okay, what is your win? Decide right now if you haven't decided. Decide right now. Have 1 or 2 goals in mind, something in your mind that you are going for, a decision that you're making right now. Okay, if you are going after many, seriously, stop doing that. You're setting yourself up for failure. Just go for a couple. And then when your legs get strong on goal setting and your confidence is higher, you can go for another one. But don't put so many things on your plate that you are setting yourself up for failure. Seriously. Okay, so when is the best way to start or the best time to start? Of course, is right now. Now, you can set a goal. Yes, and I have this bag of potato chips in here. You can set a new goal of losing weight right in the middle of eating a bag of potato chips. So please, 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 my friends, do not allow a past failure to sour you on yourself or your God-given ability. You got to forget that past. That past was a teacher. That past was there for a reason. It's exactly the way it should have been, is to teach you something, unless you get sour on it. Okay, so please do not say, oh my gosh, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that you don't know. Oh, what was my pet peeve? Don't say you don't know. You do know. So what was the last thing you promised yourself in silence, or you said it? The last thing you promised yourself, it's still in your head. Access that. Ask your heart to fire up and recapture that passion. When your heart and your head, okay, when they come together, you have an unstoppable force that will unleash inside of you. Unstoppable. Got to get the head, got to get the heart, bring them together, going in one direction. So saying what you want is going to give breath and life and realness, and it gets your heart beating for everything else. Number 11, I'm over time. Oh my gosh, please, please, please give me a couple more seconds with you. If you want to know how you can best be in service to others' ambitions and goals, then be still. Just be still for a minute. Prayer often will lead you to where your strengths are and also where you need to be brave. Do not pray to give up. Don't pray to give up. Don't pray that you're going to move on or move out. No, that is so not good because it's sneaky. It's being sneaky with God. And if you're going out the back door, that's not the place He called you to go. Okay, prayer does not fit us for greater work. I don't think so. Prayer is the greater work. I think so. Number 12, okay, you guys, seriously, we're almost there. No one knows. None of you know enough to be a pessimist, so stop it. You don't know enough to be a pessimist. I don't know enough to be a pessimist. Please do not compare yourself with someone else. Don't compare your health, your age, your feelings about being deserving, how loving you think that you are compared to someone else, your personal life, your time, your talent, your kids, your husband, your abilities for someone else, or your abilities to do things. When we compare, it actually dishonors God and closes off all the brilliance in all of us. Some may think that the time is over for them, that somehow they lost this window of time for them. That is not true. If you are still breathing, okay, put your hand on your heart. Is that beating? If it's beating, there is still time for everything. Everything. Okay, we're at number 13. Okay, ask God to give you the grace to see the beauty in everything of your life. Just ask God, show me the beauty. When we change the way we see things, we change. We change. Okay, now I had a whole list of things that people have said to me, some situations, and I was going to address them. But I promise you that this Rich Girl series is not going to be long. So I've got to skip over them. So I'm going to go right to my close, but I'm also going to say thank you, Debbie, for your comment. Carissa, thank you. Thank you so much, Lynette. Thank you. And Elisa, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go right to the end of this, and please make your comments because everybody can read them, and it's so encouraging. And by the way, we're almost at 700 members on Rich Girl. Love that. Not because of me. I love that because I feel that I can make a contribution, and I am passionate about that. Okay. So remember the last two Rich Girl series, I talked about fear. Fear part 1, fear part 2. Please make sure you go back and access those. Okay, please. Okay, so I'm going to end with a real quick reminder of the Apostle Peter, okay? Because he is the perfect illustration when he walked on water of fear and faith going alongside one another, okay? Remember, when you're winning, nothing hurts. But you know what? That sometimes nothing hurts can hurt real quick. Faith and fear walk alone in our life, side by side. One of those forces will dominate the course of your life, one of them. So think about when Peter walked on water as he was going towards Jesus. He went from terror to faith, and then to walking to fear, and then back to terror again, and then back to faith and back to fear, from fear back to faith, and then faith in the end, right? So within that couple of minutes, that's what happened with the Apostle Peter. We can take a lesson from that, you guys. 1 minute you have a boost of hope and faith, and then the next you might be feeling that you're sinking. But keep your eye on the vision. Keep your eye on the faithfulness. Keep the faith. No matter what, keep the faith. And if you get down, access people who will build you up and make you believe in what you're faithful about all over again. You guys, I can't thank you enough for your comments. I can't thank you enough for being on today. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for making Rich Girl a success. Thanks for being part of that, because when you type something in, your name is on this saying, okay, I agree. But even if you disagree, that's okay, because I'm going to love you anyway. All right, you guys, have a most incredible go for it week. I'll see you on Monday. Okay, bye for now.